Did you see what Elton John did?
No.
Oh, he peed somewhere, didn't he?
He peed in a bottle in a shoe store.
Why?
Oh, right.
Because
I
he
heard about
asked to
that.
use the bathroom, and they said they don't have one, which
Oh.
is horse. I hate stores that say, "Oh, we don't have one." Yes,
one.
you do. Of course you have one, and they wouldn't let him. So he got a bottle from his bodyguard and stood in the middle of the store and peed in the bottle.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
That's just
Look at your face.
Whoa.
Rachel can't even.
No,
You
I
can't?
can't. No, I
No.
can't. Why do you want to pee in the front of that many people?
Well, I don't know. You could
Like, I
turned
get
around.
that you're making a point, but also you're embarrassing yourself.
You could turn yourself around so that nobody. We're men. We can turn around so no one. If
Yeah,
you're
that
facing
a
the
woman
wall.
would never do that. Well, maybe
The
they
story
would, but I-
says Elton got a bottle from his bodyguard, took a few steps away from the other customers, and peed into it.
Yeah.
He even got a little on the floor and had a bodyguard wipe it up with a towel.
Oh, there you go.
Ew! Oh, who wants to be his bodyguard? I thought
The
Elton was reasonable and nice.
The shop owner didn't recognize him and for some reason asked him what he did for a living, and Elton answered, quote, "I'm Elton John."
And that's what I do for a living, you dope. Is everybody
Yes.
ready? Are we all settled? Everybody's calm,
Settled and ready to go.
Everybody calm, Rachel?
Yeah, I'm calm. Don't get
right
me
now
started.
you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we haven't started yet.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. This is due to Underwhelming Demand. It's the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Forman. The podcast you don't want anyone you know to know that you listen to.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Actually,
people would tell their friends about us.
I would prefer. Honestly, I think the best way to spread the message is through word of mouth. I honestly believe that. So while you may not want to tell people that you listen to us, and I understand why, I get it. I'm empathetic.
I barely
fully
tell people that I
understand.
do this with you.
Yes, I don't either.
Look, we know the best way to spread Christmas cheer
is to tell everybody.
Singing loud for all to hear.
Exactly. So please tell a friend, even if just tell someone.
Even if it
that
pains
listen.
you.
Tell someone you don't like that you listen to us.
Sure.
We don't
Everybody
care.
you don't like.
And, yes. And by the way, this fine podcast is sponsored, in fact, by Campbell Amusements. Yay!
Yeah, thank you so much. Campbell Amusements is bringing the Midway to a lot of fairs around southwestern Ontario and also Nova Scotia. They're going to be in Bracebridge right now. They're setting up now. So if you're like July 24th to 28th is when the Midway's open at the, what is it called? It's in Bracebridge, Nova Scotia.
Not Bracebridge.
No, Bridgewater. Sorry, Bridgewater. Nova Scotia.
Yes, get it right. Bracebridge
the big exhibition. The South Shore exhibition.
South Shore
That's
yes.
a different area.
Bracebridge is not even in that province. No. Bridgewater.
Bridgewater. Yeah, the big
Bridgewater.
Bridgewater,
South Shore
Nova
exhibition.
Scotia.
Yep.
So if you're listening to this as it's being released, it's coming out. The fair is on like today, but I think the Midway
this weekend
opens.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the Midway, July 24th to 28th. And then Campbell Amusements is bringing their Midway to the Woodstock Fair, the Barrie Fair, the Paris Fair, Cambridge, and they're all the rides that you can ride. They also have a promo code, but not for Cambridge, unfortunately. There's a promo code, DUD, due to underwhelming demand, only through us. You get $20 off of online family packs. So if you go to campbellamusements.com to buy your tickets ahead of time, you get a family pack. Use the promo code DUD, and I went through and I did it, and it's right before you check out is where you put it in, okay? And then it'll give you $20 off your family pack.
And that works in Bridgewater. That works in Woodstock, which is even better because the Woodstock Fair, which is coming up at the end of August, the general admission for that is free. So, this is, even better.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see, do you know what's going to be there?
What?
Magicians, lumberjacks, chainsaw carving, horse show, cattle competitions,
Mr. Woodstock.
demolition derby, and a tractor pull. And do you know who's calling that tractor pull at the Woodstock Fair?
I hope
Don't
it's you.
even say it.
I
Yes,
hope
say it. I mean to. It's
hope
This
Forman.
guy.
Wow.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
so
there
proud.
you go. All right.
Okay.
So don't
I was going to
forget.
say I would go for the Lumberjacks, but I'll go see you two.
Yeah. Don't forget the promo code.
We're one and the same.
Use the code, people. It doesn't work in Bracebridge, by the way. Don't try to.
No,
if you're
no,
in
it works in
Bracebridge,
Bridgewater.
don't
Bracebridge.
try it
I don't know.
there.
Bracebridge
Don't try
has
it
a fair,
there.
do they?
Don't try it there. Okay.
Yeah.
Bridgewater, though, it'll work if you're in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, tell
Woodstock,
everyone you know on the
Barrie,
South Shore that you
Yeah.
can use that promo code.
South Shore.
DUD.
On the South Shore.
You get $20 off family packs at CampbellAmusements.com, okay, before you go.
Okay. The people in Halifax, what do they say about the town of Bridgewater, by the way, Forman? What do they?
Oh,
Is that a tough question?
Can you tell us?
yeah.
It's not how the people of London refer to St. Thomas about the same.
Right. Well, if there's a noisy lifted truck driving around in Halifax,
Yes.
you know
It's
that
from-
at some point in the evening it's going back home to Bridgewater.
It's from Bridgewater, of course.
Oh, I
That's
see.
it.
Okay.
That's right.
All
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes. And
Funny
if you enjoyed
jokes,
that,
Forman.
Yeah, I know. I thought that maybe you would enjoy that joke, but it turns out,
Whoa, segue.
yes. Turns out we don't enjoy human-generated jokes as much as we enjoy AI-generated jokes. So says a new study.
Really?
Really?
Yes. There's such a thing as I didn't even know that there were artificial intelligent jokes.
Well, you can
Oh,
you
I'm
could
sure
ask
you
Chat GPT to tell you a joke, and it'll tell you a joke.
Oh, okay. I guess I could ask Siri on my iPhone to tell me a joke, and Siri might. I don't know. I've never tried that.
No, but 7
Alexa
out
will
of
tell you
10
jokes.
people
Oh, really?
rated 7 out of 10 of us rated Chat GPT jokes funnier than those written by regular people.
Really?
Nah, can't
I
be.
feel like though the jokes with Alexa and Siri are like pre-programmed by humans. AI jokes, like if you go to ChatGPT, you could say, "Tell me a joke about whatever," and then
Yeah.
it would like something very specific, and it would make it up. So okay, I could see. I'm surprised that we like those jokes better than human jokes because I didn't think AI did anything better than humans yet. It's
No.
getting there. It's
and
close.
why
But-
are we relying on it for this stuff? It just grinds my gears.
Well, I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
if I was to ask Siri or Alexa or whatever to tell me a joke, I'd get a dad joke. Basically, that's what I would
something
get.
slaps.
And I think they're pre-programmed into Alexa and Siri, and
Yeah.
I don't know, because somebody's voiced all that, right? Somebody's voiced that, and they put it all together with an algorithm. But AI is focusing a lot on the creative stuff right now. Like you can get AI generated photos and like drawings, and there's voiceover AI. There's AI voiceovers because I'm a voice artist, and that's a whole thing in the voice industry right now. Like AI voices, right? So, and they're not very good. Some of them are pretty close, but you can always tell that it's not a human.
Yes, there's every time I see a reel with it and there's like some guy's voice on it, it's the same voice in every single reel, and then oh right, that guy is obviously AI. Like it's so frustrating.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
it is.
So, well, in this situation, like people didn't know which was generated by which, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, can you give us an example of both?
Yeah.
As you are going through this.
So I'm reading this. It says, for example, when asked to complete the blank for a lesser talked about room in the White House, humans came up with the white padded room. Hi-oh.
Okay.
White
Fine.
padded room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
While
All right.
Chat GPT came up with the Lincoln bedroom's alien conspiracy corner and the Situation room's snack closet. Better.
Okay. The alien one's all right. Yeah.
Exactly.
It doesn't
That's
make
AI.
me ha-ha.
No.
No,
But
I'm not
sure,
even. I
yeah.
didn't even
It's
titter.
clever.
Actually,
No.
I
I
didn't,
didn't even titter.
Not even a titter out of me. I'm sorry.
It came up with headlines. They
Okay.
got ChatGPT to come up with headlines that are
Okay, let me
Okay.
hear a
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'd like
Which is
that.
perfect
I like
for
that.
us
All
to
right.
review.
I know. I like headlines.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Which one's funnier? Man locks down marriage proposal just as hair loss becomes noticeable.
Well, that's
That's clever.
I don't know who that's funny for, but That's okay.
Not Dave.
Not me. Yeah.
Or how about this headline?
All right.
Local man discovers new emotion, but still can't describe it properly.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah,
too.
well, that's okay. That's sort
I
of
like that one,
That's a
actually.
meme that Rachel would share on social media.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that
You
was
know,
generated by AI.
Yeah,
Yes,
not really
I
that
like that.
great.
That's funny.
Just sort of, and you'll say to us, this is so funny. I have to show you. And then we're like, oh, yeah, no, I already saw it. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really a
Or
knee
you
slap.
haven't seen it and you just don't
Yeah.
think it's funny.
It's knee slapper, Rach. But
You guys don't know what funny is sometimes. I think you're just like,
well, now that's funny.
yeah,
That's better.
that wasn't even AI.
Yeah,
That was all
very,
me.
very
was
well
all
done.
me.
Very
Yeah,
well done.
that was what was missing from the study. Rachel didn't write any of that.
Yes. Get Rachel to write them all.
Yeah, that's what you
Okay.
need. I'm a real
Yeah.
comedian.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I would like. Tell me if which is funnier, Rachel or AI? Let's see. Give me the AI. Let's hear it.
Well,
Let's
I
hear-
can't
what's
make
your
up
next?
jokes on the spot.
Oh, no, but hang on. Forman, give me an AI. Here we go.
Give you an AI. Well, okay. Give me. Oh my goodness, this thing.
Um,
I'm trying to log in so I can do one on the spot here.
oh, okay. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Well, you're
I
gonna
didn't-
No,
make
I
me
wanted
make
to-
up a joke
I-
on the
give
spot.
me a
What's the
topic.
plan here?
Well, I want to see. I want to make
a topic.
ChatGPT.
A topic. How about soccer?
You want a joke
I
about
can't just
soccer?
come up with a joke
I'm not asking.
about
Hang on, Rachel. I'll get.
We're giving
to you.
Rachel a minute to think of
Calm
something funny
down,
about
Rachel,
soccer.
Okay, calm
What am I
down.
going to think about?
Just calm down. Don't
I
worry
can say
about it.
something funny in response to you guys.
Exactly.
Oh, you need a prompt.
Yeah.
I need a
All
prompt.
right. What
Well,
do you
so
got?
does ChatGPT.
Did it give you a
I need a
joke?
prompt
Yeah.
too.
Why did the soccer player bring string to the game? So he
yeah.
could
Net.
so he could tie the score.
Oh. Yeah. Rach?
No. I don't have one. So I don't have a joke. What am I going to say about that? Soccer sucks. Don't play it. The end.
See, I told you it'd be funnier. Well
hold on.
done.
I'm getting it to tell me one more. Hey, Rach,
What?
why don't murder mysteries ever go to parties? Because they can't handle the suspense. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
And
doesn't
that's
make
what
sense.
makes it funny.
You know what sucks as much as soccer? AI.
Oh, I thought you were going to say murder mysteries.
Yeah, that's what I
No.
thought too. This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This podcast is organic and non-GMO. Actually, hang on a second.
So as organic as you get.
Yeah. Forman might be genetically modified. We're not really sure on that one. So the just
Well, he's modified enough that he doesn't have a microwave.
we're organic.
He
Let's
didn't
put
want to
it that
get
way.
any more modified.
We're organic. We're not true.
Right.
Speaking of organic, why
Yeah.
did the Scarecrow start a podcast?
Oh my God. Why?
Because he always had interesting strawments to make.
That's not that.
AI really stretches it.
AI is
That's
not
like-
that funny.
The
That's
power of
really-
AI.
Truly not that funny. Truly not that
I would have said because he didn't have a brain.
Okay, Dorothy.
That's
Why did
funnier
the
than
tomato start a
strawmans.
podcast?
Yeah, that's right.
Why?
Why did the tomato start a podcast?
Because it wanted to catch up with everyone.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's move on.
All right. Okay, well, let's keep on with our theme of Rachel doing things that the guys would never do or would hate
do we
to
have
do.
a theme? Is that a theme?
Yes. Do we have any music for our almost weekly segment now? Rachel
Things that-
doing things the guys would never do.
We do now.
Okay. And there it
Okay,
is.
great. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Something
you.
else that we would never do that
No.
Rachel loves.
That I like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
guess-
is this?
I don't think I should say I love it, but I enjoy it. Now that I am working at home, I have a lot of flexibility. I am part of the carpool for summer camp. I am driving the carpool
I
and
give up.
5 girls
I
home every day from theater camp.
I officially give up. I just I can't. Go ahead, Rachel.
It is
Ay,
so
ay, ay.
it's so
Tell us-
fun though.
Tell us how much
okay,
fun that must be. I can't. I mean, what do they break out
It
into
is
song?
fun.
Do they come
Oh
from?
yes, we have carpool
Oh, no.
karaoke.
Everybody gets in the car and it's
Yep.
a hard knock life for us. Is that right?
Yeah.
Everybody.
They do that? Everybody.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
of
Basically,
all
they do.
camps to carpool home from, theater
Uh-huh.
has to be the worst.
Yeah.
Well, it might be, I
one
guess,
time-
if you were in theater.
Isn't
But
that in the-
I was a theater kid as a kid, so I love it. I love
Isn't
it.
that in that movie One Time at Theater
Band
Camp?
camp. Well,
No.
no.
Oh, it's a
Theater would be
band
worse.
camp. Never mind.
Theater
band
camp?
camp.
Yeah,
All right,
theater
band
camp.
Yeah, any trumpets in the car?
No, there's no trumpets in the car. But so somebody takes all the kids in the morning and I'm bringing them home. We're kind of switching off, so we have a carpool going.
How many kids?
And so, well, I've been taking home 5 kids. I've
Good
been
thing you have a
bringing-
van, eh?
You've got that van.
Yeah.
So you can fit
And
them
I'm
all
the
in.
only one that has a big enough car. So they can't all go together in the morning. Because
That's why
somebody
you
else
get-
doesn't have,
this-
they don't have
this
they
is
don't
why
have a
you
van.
get small cars.
No, we have
You
a
know,
7-seater SUV. It's not a van, it's an SUV, and it's a 7-seater.
If it's a 7-seater, it's a van.
Okay. It's not.
Does it have doors on the side that slide?
No,
I'll
it
bet
doesn't.
it
You have to
does.
crawl.
It
It doesn't. That's a van. Mine. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
So I pick up these kids every day, and they come out, and everybody's wired because they've just been working on their songs and dances and everything all day long.
How many
and
of the
doing
kids are
whatever-
yours?
Two are mine.
Oh, so both of
3
your
are
kids.
not mine.
Both of your kids go to band camp.
Theater camp, yeah.
Oh,
And ask
sorry,
my
theater.
husband how much he loves that. He's an athlete, and he's just like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? But he
Uh-huh.
knows that they love it. That's their thing. They are not athletes. None of us are athletes, much to his dismay. We are not athletes. So the 3 of us are theater people, and he's got to deal with it.
Gosh,
so
you would have thought
bring
one of them
Wait
would
a
have been like
second.
him.
Well, what don't you?
I know.
mean,
I kind of thought they would be, but they're not.
well, isn't there an influence from mom and dad? And it seems to me that mom has the most power and influence in this situation.
Well, like Jeremy is in like broadcasting, so he's in essence some kind of a performer, right? Like
Yes,
you
but
can,
he's very athletic. Would you?
Yeah.
Would you not
Yeah.
categorize? He can do all kinds.
He-
He skates. He plays baseball. He plays
right.
golf.
Baseball
He's
is his,
very-
and golf he's very good. Baseball
very
is his
athletic.
sport. So
Very
Kendall
athletic.
plays baseball, yeah, and he coaches right now. actually.
Okay,
He's
good.
facing a
Well,
coach.
I'm happy to see that there's some.
And she
sort
likes
of,
that.
You know,
Good,
that mom isn't just, because mom hates sports. We know that.
Yeah. Well, they've both done sports, and they try sports, and they're doing, that's,
But you
That's
just
just
said
not
they're
their
not.
thing.
We're not a sports family,
we're not.
except
No,
for
we're not.
dad. Poor dad.
Poor dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pick up all the kids, and then Julia gets my phone out, and we put on the music app, and so they each pick a song. Everybody gets to pick a song. And
How
so
long
I
is
just
the
play
drive?
You're listening
How
to
long-
it's like
musicals.
20 minutes.
A 20-minute drive.
Yeah. So everybody, well, maybe 15. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes.
Pretty short.
Yeah, so everybody usually gets like one song, and it's a whole sing-along all the way home, and then I get to hear the girls laughing and giggling together, and it's so much fun. Like, what a joy. Driving all those kids around, and they're all laughing and having fun and giggling together and singing. Like, that's what a joy that is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's like one of those things as a parent that you get to do, and you're like, oh, I'm going to miss this when they're older.
Both girls being able to get along doing that. You know what? That is a win. And the fact that it can work because there are friends in the car.
Right.
Because otherwise,
That's
normally,
why they're
at
getting
the
along.
end of a long day, if you just have
Yeah.
your own children,
Yeah.
everyone's pissed and fighting, and it's miserable.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It works because it is a carpool and there are friends.
I think you're
Everyone
right,
has to
actually.
be happy.
I didn't think about that, but you're right, because it does work because they're both there's
If you
a
went to
bunch
that
of
camp
kids.
every day and only
Yeah.
picked up Julia and Kendall, it would be miserable on the way
Oh
home.
yeah,
would
it'd be
be.
terrible. It'd be horrible.
Because they walk in the house and they're miserable, right? Because then the
Yes.
letdown, it's like a letdown. Like you're
Yeah.
so hyper in the car. And one of the other moms texted me that, and she said, "Oh, my kid's just is having a meltdown right now. I'm like, yep, I get it. That's the letdown after a busy day at camp. So much going on. But the
I think I've
carpool
changed my
ride is
tune.
like the last hurrah before the end of the day. Before
Yes,
that happens.
I've changed my tune. Sorry, Dave. I'm leaving you behind.
Well,
Oh, you
I'm
think
going
it's
to-
fun?
Yes, because you're basically made camp 15 minutes longer for these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're having fun.
I would argue
listen
that
to the
there-
songs of the
there's,
camp.
There's something essentially about this whole experience that may in fact be, the word I would use would be okay, not quite joyful. Just okay.
Did you ever have to carpool a bunch of kids?
Me?
Yeah, Dave. Did Jana do it?
You probably.
Or you just
I
never
don't
did?
know. I've had 2 or 3, I think, in the vehicle, and I generally.
Oh, well, that's...
I do
yeah.
entertain. I am very
I got a full
entertaining
car.
if I want to be.
I got a full
so,
car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
entertaining
we're
if
full.
you know I know how to. The very young ones I can entertain. Once they get to be a certain age, they're outside of my capabilities, and but yeah.
Well, right now they're all like from 11 to 7. So
The 11-year-olds
you know,
might
that's
be.
a good
They're
age.
they're a little
That's a fun
tougher.
age.
I think 10 and younger I can handle. Anything
yeah,
over
Julia's
10.
the 11-year-old.
I find they
She's
start to
getting
get a little. They get a little
starting to
surly. They turn.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah,
you
she's
know,
starting to
yeah.
get tween-y. She
Yeah.
insists that she's like, I'm a preteen. I said, okay. Well, Mom, I'm before being a teen. I'm like, okay, fine. You're a
whatever.
preteen. That's fine. Because to my kids, being a teenager is the absolute ultimate. Like being
Yeah,
a
of course,
teenager
yeah.
is the ultimate in life, and that is
Yeah.
it.
It's not
That's the
that
be
great.
all and end all, and they cannot wait.
Yeah,
Well,
they-
you get to have this nice glimpse of what their day is like when you're not around. And they're continuing it, even though you get to see it. So, I mean, I think that's a win.
Yeah, it's a win. I wonder if anyone else loves doing the carpool. You can let
I
me
don't
know.
know. Is it a win?
Maybe you avoid it. I don't know.
I'll give you a thumbs up, but it's not. I can't get on board joyful. Sorry, just can't. Handle it. Joyful.
Well, we're all singing, and I don't know what they
Yeah.
played today. Something like Pink Fluffy Unicorn song. I don't even know where they find these. songs.
Okay, I'm out.
Well,
Yeah, I'm out. Now, Forman. Now. Okay.
why did the scarecrow love carpooling?
Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field, but the car, he was the life of the party.
Okay.
I don't think that makes sense either.
No, I would
Outstanding in
say
his
because he
field.
didn't have to walk the yellow brick road.
Oh.
That's what I would say.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
Honestly, the amount of jokes
See,
that
I'm winning over
ChatGPT tries to
AI.
answer with outstanding in their field is infuriating.
Well, okay then. This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. It's the podcast, by the way, that's best enjoyed sober. But
It is?
like everything else, it's way funnier if you're high. Just saying.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
Probably true.
Well, if you're high right now, this will really, this is really going to crack you up. Foreman, I have a question for Foreman because,
I may or may not have an answer.
well, I'm worried that you may not have an answer or you may not want to answer, but it's very apparent. It's been apparent for a number of years. Rachel and I know this about you. I don't know that we ever went down this road on the air, and I'm not sure why, because it made sense. It makes sense to me now to ask you a question, because you posted a couple of pictures on social media about living life without a microwave.
Oh, we're doing this?
Here we go. Here we
Yep.
go. We're
Yeah.
going there. Because
I hope to hear from your mom after this episode, too.
Well, because
I hope to hear from her about this.
What else could she possibly say on the topic?
It's
I don't know.
happened.
I don't know.
I don't know, because it's come up a couple of times, and we've had a few texts or a few comments from people who are like, "What's with the tinfoil hat and all that stuff?" Foreman refuses, I believe, and I don't know, but that's why I'm here, because I would
Yeah,
like
we
to
haven't
know.
really waded into this.
No,
okay.
we never
Yeah,
really
let's
went down
let's
this
get
road.
down to
I'm
the
pretty sure we
reasons.
have many
nitty-gritty.
times.
No, we haven't.
Let's do it again.
I don't
We make
know
fun of
why.
you for it, but we don't really understand
Yeah,
why.
I
you
don't
live
think I've
this
ever
way.
flat out asked you. I just because I
Right.
think I'm there's a part of me that's afraid to know the answer. But,
Yeah, because maybe the answer is unfunny, and then I can't make fun of you for
yeah,
it.
then I can't laugh.
And then that's
Forman-
no fun for me.
Forman refuses or does not own a microwave, correct? That is correct.
That
You
is
have no
correct.
microwave.
No.
You haven't had a microwave in a home that you've lived in since you left home, your home in Ottawa. Is that correct?
No, we've had microwaves. When
Oh,
did we last
okay.
own one? We
When
owned
did you
one.
last own one?
Oh, really?
We
So that's
had a
interesting.
microwave in Saskatchewan.
Oh, you did?
So before kids, just Ashley and I and the dog, we had a microwave.
You had a microwave. Okay, but none since coming
When
to
you
this
moved
area.
to St. Thomas the first time, did you have a microwave?
No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You didn't have
I
one.
think
Why-
because normally when you move into a house, usually the previous owner will leave the appliances, right?
Sometimes, yes.
But
that
sometimes they'll take the microwave if it's not built in.
happens.
Right.
And I think if I remember back, that was 2011, but if I remember back, it was they probably had one and they took it with them, and so we just never got one
Okay, but why?
because they're unnecessary.
Why are they unnecessary?
Because there's no need, there's no use for them.
Here's the
There are
thing.
other ways to heat
But
your
are you-
food.
Well, yeah, but that's it. Okay, so
They're not as convenient, though.
the
not as
first time
convenient.
that this sort of came to light with me and Forman was one morning. Sometimes we would go over because when you work at the crack of dawn like we all used to, I always felt when I started doing that shift, somewhere I read that breakfast was the most important meal of the day. And now I'm not sure whether I believe that or not, but it's you need fuel to get your day going.
It's something.
So because I didn't eat breakfast for many years, I would just get up and go, and then I would eat a big lunch. I didn't care about breakfast, but once I started getting up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I thought I better have breakfast. I don't know why, but I thought it would be a good idea to have breakfast. And one morning we were discussing what we were having for breakfast. And my wife, Jana, at one point was making these great, so she would bake oatmeal in a big pan on like Saturday or Sunday, put it in the fridge, and then she would put it in a cereal bowl for me every day. Isn't that nice to have that?
Yes.
So I would open the fridge.
What
Here's
service.
my cereal bowl.
I wish someone would do that for me.
I stick it in the microwave, heat it up, and then I just so Forman I think
Yeah.
came in one day. What'd you have for breakfast? Oh, Jan makes oatmeal for me, and I stick it in the microwave, and I have it. And he gave me the eye roll.
Did I? I don't remember any of this.
Ooh.
I don't remember that either.
Oh yeah, he gave me a
I
big
think
old
I
eye
found out
roll.
you didn't have a microwave by going to your house or something. I think
Really?
Probably, yeah.
I
Okay.
think I knew, and I was like, you don't have a microwave. What's
Do you have
going
one
on?
now, Forman? Do you have a
No.
micro- Are you
Okay.
are you planning
So-
on? Clearly, you're not planning on.
Why
getting one.
don't you? Like, what made you decide? Like, you just moved into a house without a microwave and you just said, well, we just won't buy one. We don't need it.
Yeah.
Or was there, because I think there might be a tinfoil hat.
I
thing
think there's
with this. Like,
something there.
You're,
I
you're
believe
wary
there's
of the
something there.
microwaves.
Yeah, something
coming
bothers
from
you.
the microwave.
Maybe. I mean, look, if we want to go back, we had one of those big ass 80s microwaves on the counter.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. And my
Yeah.
mom would make everything in that thing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. You want some mashed potatoes?
Okay.
Put them in for 35 minutes.
I knew there was something here.
Okay. All right. So
Okay,
there is
all right.
there is
So-
an underlying
So you,
reason. Okay.
you wait a
I've
second.
had
wait,
my fill of microwave
hold
food.
on 1 second. I have it now. I didn't realize. You know, when I thought about asking
Microwaves
you,
were big in the 80s to cook
no,
everything.
no. This has nothing
I
to do
think
with
so.
that. Microwaves and horses. We have the answer here. Foreman hates them both. Microwaves and horses.
I don't know.
They have tortured his life.
Yes. I don't know about hate. I just think they're both unnecessary.
Yes. Horses and microwaves.
Listen, if you lived in like the 1700s, you would not think that horses were
Well, I don't.
unnecessary.
He doesn't.
Yeah, we
He
have
has a
cars.
point there. Yes,
That's
he has
true.
a point.
That's
I really thought this
Unnecessary
was.
now.
I thought this was a
That's
tin.
true.
I thought it was a tinfoil hat thing, but it's not.
Let
I
the
think-
horses just be
I-
wild animals and knock it off with the fucking microwaves. Did
I-
you enjoy your reheated oatmeal where you try and take it out of the microwave and the bowl burns your hand, but yet somehow the
Fine.
oatmeal in the middle is still freezing cold?
They have
Yes,
stuff.
that's
they
so
have-
true.
No, it's not. They have
What a technological advancement.
They have a thing on there for you. You push sensor reheat, and it goes until it.
I don't have that.
I have a little button that says sensor reheat. You hit it, and it heats. It's perfect. It's not cold in the middle. It's not too hot on the outside. It's perfect. I mean,
microwaves heat from the outside in, and ovens heat from the outside.
I don't even care.
No, I don't know.
Microwaves are from the inside out, and ovens are from the outside in.
Refer back to my mom's email about the prism or whatever the hell.
Okay, so now you don't have a microwave. So you did post pictures. Let's get back to this. You posted photos on social media somewhere of your wife heating up things without a microwave. So
and you can see the shelf. Like we have a little shelf built into our kitchen where you would put a microwave.
Yes, that's where the microwave goes.
No, that we put we've the cutting boards and our fruit.
Oh, okay.
Like when you have bananas and whatnot, it all goes there.
Stick a microwave in there. What's wrong with you?
Well, we're going to put the fruit. It's perfect for it.
Yeah, okay.
I tell Ashley all the time, if she really wants one, then buy it. Then buy the microwave.
Does
and
she
she
want
always says, then where would I put the fruit? So it's on her.
Okay.
Like, it's not my fault anymore.
One.
Yeah.
I've said, fine, buy it. I don't care. Buy it if you want it.
Okay, because this has
I'm
been an
not gonna be the
ongoing
one to do
argument.
it.
Foreman.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine.
Foreman.
Just go to Canadian Tire and get one for $75.
Poor Forman grew up with a tormenting microwave and a tormenting horse.
Yeah.
This is just, You know, and one day, this may come back to haunt you because one day Ashley might buy a microwave and a horse.
We've owned several horses.
Actually, they did have a horse.
We had two at one time.
Oh, did you? I rest my case.
In Saskatchewan, the last time we had a microwave.
Okay, there you go.
You really got your way when you moved.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, a podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and this fine podcast is brought to you by, I don't know why I said it that way, is brought to you by Campbell Amusements.
We're so high quality,
Yes.
we even have a promo code that you can use to get discounts on riding the rides at the fairs in Bridgewater, Woodstock, and Barrie.
But not Bracebridge. Please don't try
I said Bracebridge by accident. Bridgewater, Nova Scotia is where they are right now, July 24th to 28th. Then they're coming to Ontario, Woodstock, Barrie, Paris, and then a bunch of others after that. But you can use promo code DUD, due to underwhelming demand, when you purchase family packs online at CampbellAmusements.com. It saves $20 off family packs.
So
promo
do it.
Code DUD. There you go.
Do it. Use the code. All right, this is the point. And by the way, if you would like to or know somebody that is interested in sponsoring the podcast, get a hold of us, daverachelforman@gmail.com, or anywhere on social media. We're everywhere on social media.
Hey, we're everywhere on. Look at us. We're covering London to Woodstock to Nova Scotia. We got it all
Bridgewater,
covered.
for goodness
Yeah.
sake. Yeah,
That's right.
Right. And we've had a few comments in the last week. I want to say at the time of this recording, two people today, one of them was a phone call from Jim Bag.
Jim Bag.
Were requesting Heart FM koozies from me. So
did you have any?
we might have two, and now we may have none.
Okay, well, Jim Bag got them, so good.
They're like at the back of the closet
like
underneath.
You might
junk.
need to spend some money from the promo budget, Forman.
Yeah, keep calling Forman at Heart FM and ask for more koozies.
I got a shitload of keychains, though.
Okay, well.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want a keychain, he's got them.
Forman's your man.
On the last episode, we talked about, Forman, you talked about fart walks. Boy, did we get a lot of fart walks.
Walk farting.
Walk farting.
Yeah.
So you go on a fart walk after dinner and fart.
Sure you
and
do.
It just
Yeah.
Everybody
relieves your
does.
bloating, relieves indigestion,
Oh, stop
prevents you from developing type 2 diabetes.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
well, that's
it
good.
doesn't. Cut it out.
Well,
You
it
know.
probably
No,
helps.
cut the cheese.
Cut the cheese. That's
You have
right.
no
so
proof
Angela
that going
says,
for a fart walk does
Yes.
that.
Well, I don't have the research in front of me anymore, but that was part of the story.
All right, Angela says, OMG, funniest episode ever. I was practically in tears listening to the whole fart walk segment. Thank you for making my day. Thank you,
Well,
Angela.
you're
That's
welcome.
so nice.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Joanne says, Foreman, I think that was one of my favorite episodes. Fart walks. Who
really?
knew?
Oh.
And now that I think about it, I have seen the odd person walking like that. Now I know why.
How do you
Like
know?
what?
Remember, it was
What are they
the
walking-
ideal
every-
posture was your hands clasped behind your back and your
Okay.
neck stretched
Don't
forward.
do that.
That's
Okay.
so weird.
So
All
you
right,
walk.
we got a
You're
message.
walking like a turkey.
Yeah, yeah,
you're-
exactly.
Of course.
That's not very...
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Christina sent us a message and she said, fart walk episode, laugh cry face. I have never heard Dave so genuinely offended, wishing Foreman to just stop talking and promoting farting.
No.
Never
that's
mind
not-
outside in your own private space. I think his voice got squeaky like Foreman's.
Oh, it did. Okay, well, it takes a lot to genuinely offend me. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I was genuinely offended.
I was offended
well, I
that you
guess
weren't
he's-
into it. That was my problem.
I'm sorry about
Right.
that. But
We always have fun with farts.
we do have fun with farts, but somebody has to be the voice of fart reason, and I felt like that was. where I
That
came
doesn't
down
exist
on
on
that.
this podcast.
Okay. Yeah, no, really. Never.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
If
that's
you
the
wanna
reason
send-
why we have over 100,000 downloads. And so, and Jan, I know you said we didn't need to thank you, but Jan did leave us a message that says, congratulations. No need to thank us. We are thanking you for all the fun and laughter. We're buying you 10 coffees to celebrate. So
Oh, thank you, Jan. That's
we
so
need
nice.
to acknowledge it either
Wow.
way, Jan. So thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
that's nice. Thank you so much. You can send us an email anytime, daverachelforeman@gmail.com. If you want to buy us a coffee, they're $5 each. Buymeacoffee.com/underwhelming is our page there. But even if you just listen and you tell a friend or tell an enemy about us, that's great too.
Yeah,
We
tell
love
all
it.
your tell all your enemies,
enemies.
about us. We encourage that.
You have to talk to them, though. You have to talk to them first.
Sure.
Hey, do you guys know why scientists don't trust atoms that fart?
Atoms? Like people named
No,
Adam?
tell me why.
atoms.
Why
Oh,
don't
atoms.
why don't scientists trust atoms that fart?
Because
they
they're
can't
full of
be-
gas.
Okay, actually, that's good.
Hey!
It's not that good. It's really not that good.
That one wasn't bad. It was better than the other one.
It's good.